Hello everyone, my name is Nitin. I am a SAP Certified Development Professional. I am taking a course on SAP Hybris. In this course, I am covering all the topics of Hybris, starting from the basics to advanced. This is a brief about myself. I am a senior Hybris developer, and this is my email ID nitin.hybris@gmail.com. So if you have any questions or concerns regarding this course or regarding this particular topic, you can either comment below on the video or you can reach out to me on this email ID. So the topic which I am going to cover today is not related to Hybris, but related to an IDE whose name is Intellij. So Intellij is an IDE which is used by Java developers. So basically for Hybris also it can be used, and we'll see how we can import our Hybris project into this Intellij IDE, and then we'll see how it is useful and what are the benefits of using Intellij. So in this lecture we'll be covering what is Intellij, the languages supported by Intellij, benefits of Intellij over Eclipse, and how to import our Hybris project into Intellij. And in the end I'll give a bonus tip for Eclipse users also. So if you are an Eclipse user and planning to switch to Intellij, this tip will be useful for you. So first of all, we need to see what is Intellij. So Intellij is an IDE which is very powerful, and it is very full featured for Java developers basically. So it was released in 2001, and it is developed and maintained by JetBrains company, and it is licensed by Apache 2.0. And Intellij IDEA is an integrated development environment, that is the IDE for JVM languages designed to maximize the developers' productivity. So the performance which Intellij provides, it maximizes the developers' productivity. Also, it is cross-platform IDE. That means it can be used on Windows, Mac OS and Linux. So these are some languages which are supported by Intellij. The JVM languages such as Java, Kotlin, Scala, Groovy, and these are the other languages which are supported by Intellij, that is Python, Ruby, PHP, SQL, HTML, XHTML, XML, XLS, XSL, JSON, Dart. So there are so many languages which are supported by Intellij. So if I talk about in Hybris terms, Hybris uses Java, Groovy. So Java is supported by Intellij, and Groovy is also supported by Intellij. Next point is why we should use Intellij. So basically Intellij provides you coding assistance by providing you smart completion of the keywords. So if you are working with Intellij, it will provide you some basic completion, which is also provided by Eclipse also. But if you are using Intellij, it will also provide you smart completion. That means it will suggest you the keywords or the auto completion based upon the context in which you are working. So this is a comparison between Intellij and Eclipse. So Eclipse does not provide the context of the programmers and does not create a context tree. That means if you are working with Eclipse, the suggestions which you will get, they might be random and they might be too many. But if you are working with Intellij, it will create a context tree and will suggest you the most appropriate word to complete the line. Next, while debugging the code in Eclipse, if you want to evaluate an expression, you need to select that expression and you need to press Ctrl+Shift+I. But if in case of Intellij, for evaluating the expression while debugging the code, we just need to move the cursor on the expression statement which we want to evaluate, and the Intellij will automatically pop up the value of that expression. So it is very user friendly. Also, in Eclipse, for integrating the version control system like SVN or Git with the Eclipse, we have to download and install the version control plugin from Eclipse Marketplace, whereas in Intellij it is inbuilt. If I talk about plugins in Eclipse, so there are more than 1200 plugins provided by Eclipse, whereas Intellij provides just like around 700 plugins. So this is a drawback of Intellij, but what I believe that Intellij is itself is too much equipped with the functionality, so it does not require too many plugins. Eclipse is easier and faster to extend because of plugins. As I said, that it uses more than 1200 plugins. It has an option of using more than 1200 plugins. So it is highly customizable. It is highly easier to extend, and it's very faster to extend. Whereas Intellij Marketplace offers very few plugins comparatively. So it is very hard to extend the ID using the plugin support. This is also a drawback of Intellij, but this is not that much significant. Next, Eclipse provides the mechanism for auto code generation, which is also provided by IntelliJ also. But it is not the code generation which is provided by Eclipse. It's not as good as it's provided by IntelliJ. So because it is very easier to customize, and if you are a Java developer, IntelliJ can improve your code as per the Java compiler you have selected in that project structure. So the auto code generation of IntelliJ is much better as compared to Eclipse. So these are some comparisons between IntelliJ and Eclipse. Next is the main point of our video, that is the importing the Hybris project in IntelliJ. So how we can import Hybris project in IntelliJ. So I'll do it practically in front of you, so that you can also follow these steps side by side. So for this you need to download IntelliJ first of all. So for download, you just need to go to this download section of IntelliJ and download the community version, which is the free version. So I'll provide the link in description and you can download it from there. Next, after downloading the IntelliJ, you just need to start IntelliJ. So I'm using 2019.3.5 version of IntelliJ. You can use any version you want. So once you start the IntelliJ, it will look like this. This is the startup screen. Now if you want to import a project, you cannot import it directly. So for that you need one plugin which is related to Hybris. So if you want to import Hybris project specifically, so just go to plugins. First of all, go to configure, then plugins. In plugins, search for this plugin, that is Integration for SAP Hybris, and that is developed by Janice Jensen's. Go to here, the marketplace, search for this plugin. I'll provide the name in the description also, and install it. After you install it, you will be able to import your Hybris project. Now for importing the Hybris project, go to import project, go to your directory where your project is placed, and go to Hybris directory of it and press OK. So once you press OK, you will be provided with this option Hybris. So if you don't install that plugin, you will not see this option. So after installation of that plugin, you will be able to see this Hybris option there. Select this Hybris option and then follow the steps shown in the screen. Next, you don't have to change anything. Okay, so after you press next, this is the screen which you will see. In this screen, if you see here, some of the projects are unselected and unchecked, and some of the projects are checked, or I would say extensions. So some of the extensions which are required by your project, IntelliJ automatically selects them for you, whereas it will leave all the extensions which are not related to your project. Now this is a very good part, so you don't have to manually import each and every extension. It will select all the extensions which are required by your project. Next, just mention the JDK path here, whatever JDK you are using. I am using 1.8.0 to 81, so I just give the path of it. Click on finish. So it will take some 1.5 minutes maybe. Okay, so it's importing and scanning for the files to index. So because of this indexing feature of IntelliJ, it becomes very easier to search for any file or any keyword or any word into the project. So once your import is done, you will see a pop-up here. Here, this Hybris project import is finished. So now since your project import is finished, you will get this screen in the project explorer. So IntelliJ on its own divides your projects into 3 modules. That is, first one is the custom module, which are your files, which are your extensions, which will have the config folder and the custom folder, the custom extensions also. Now it will also divide it in another module, that is the Hybris module, it will have all the Hybris related extensions, and it will also create the platform directory which will have the platform data. So this is type of segregation you see in IntelliJ, and which makes it very easier to navigate between the extensions, which I believe. I'll see, and now we'll try to search for a file. Let's say if I want to search for login page controller here. So because of this this indexing which IntelliJ provides, it is very easier to find the file. See here, this is the login page controller. So if I want to search for, let's say, this method, if I want to search it for this method in the full project, just need to search for in Java, let's say. See, so it took less than a second to search all the occurrences of this method where it is used. So if you want to see where this method is used, you can see how many how many files or how many methods are using this method or calling this method. So here there are all the files, and there are more usages also. So you can see all the usages within a fraction of seconds. So this is the power of IntelliJ. It is very fast, and it also increases the productivity of the developer by this fast speed. Okay, so these were the steps which we have followed. So if I talk about the steps, we need to go to the settings, or you can directly go to plugins after settings, and just search for this integration for SAP Hybris, SAP Commerce by Genesys. This is the your plugin which you need to install. After this, you just need to import the Hybris project and follow the instructions on the screen. And later you will be able to see the segregated modules, that is the custom, Hybris, and platform structure. So these are the screens. First of all, you need to go to this start screen, go to configure, and then search for plugins in the marketplace, install the plugin, and import your current Hybris project. And after import, you will be able to see this pop-up, that is the completion of your project import and these segregated modules. Okay, now the best part. We have reached to the bonus tip which I will be giving to the Eclipse users. So if you are an Eclipse user, you and planning to move to IntelliJ, you might be familiar with the shortcuts of Eclipse. So if you want to use those shortcuts into IntelliJ also, so for that, what you need to do is, you need to go to the settings of IntelliJ, go to files, go to settings, and after this you just need go to the second option, that is the key map. And in key map, you need to select the Eclipse dropdown. From the dropdown, you need to select Eclipse. So you can keep any of these shortcuts. Let's say if you are a NetBeans user and moving to IntelliJ, you can use NetBeans also. I was an Eclipse user, and then when I moved to IntelliJ, it was very difficult for me to learn the new shortcuts. So I like for my convenience, I set the key map to Eclipse, and because of this, I was able to use the Eclipse shortcuts. So this was the bonus tip. It will also help you to get familiar with IntelliJ very fast. So this was it. Like, this was about the tutorial. I hope you like this tutorial. And this is my email ID, nitin.hybris@gmail.com. You can reach out to me over this email, and you can have your queries and concerns cleared there. And also you can comment down also in the video. So thank you, and I hope you like the lecture. If you don't like the lecture also, then also please comment below and let me know, so that I can take your feedback. And I really appreciate if you give me any feedback, whether it is positive or negative, because it will certainly help me in bringing a better content in the next videos. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next sessions. Thank you, and have a nice day.